What's up, everybody, and welcome to Real Laughs on Real Radio 104.1. I am your host this evening, Miguel Colon Jr., and I am joined in virtual studio with some of my good friends. I got Mr. Mike Hurley here. Mike, what's up, Mike?
Yes, sir. Good to be here, man. How you doing tonight?
Good, man. Real good. I've also got Mr. Ken Miller, the godfather of Orlando comedy and the Duke of Oxtails. What up, Mike?
Shooting them, baby. Pop, 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 son. Unload the clip on y'all.
Where the target at?
Thug life, baby.
In
my
studio
God.
also, we've got my man, Mr. James Young. What up, James?
Yo, man, I'm feeling good, but I'm a little bit beside myself, Miguel, because
What's up?
I just read a news story that's insane. Just
Well, I
to
mean,
say the
you got
least.
elected, bro. Deal with it. You know? I mean, it's old news now, you know?
All right, man. Can I run this by you guys just real quick,
Run it by,
Miguel?
yeah.
Go ahead, Blake.
Listen, okay, this guy, his name is James, no relation. He's in the army, right? And he says being in the army is hard to be in a relationship. So look, I hire escorts. Where I live, it's legal, and I'm not ashamed of it, but I hire them. And the way you order them is online, and they don't show their faces; they just show the body, so you can kind of see what you look, what you want. He says, like, I like the milfs. I like an older woman that still has a nice body, so I'm gonna choose her. So he orders her up. She comes to the door. He opens the door. He recognizes the woman. It's his best friend's mom.
Yo.
Is at his door.
Perfect. Fantasy fulfilled.
Bonus.
Son, that's like
Yeah.
number one on X videos every
Yeah.
week.
And now you don't even have to pay because you're like, hey,
Yeah.
look, we're gonna do this, and I'm not gonna pay you. And if that's a problem, guess
Yeah, I'll
what?
just-
Kevin's getting a phone call.
Yeah,
Now-
I'll just cut your lawn a couple times. You know how it works.
Here's,
Hey,
here's
Mrs.
why I
Garrett.
can see the appeal of dating an older woman, because I think older women just know what to do.
James, first of all, you grossed out. You said dating. Trust me, this wasn't a real date.
That's right. You're absolutely
You
right.
know? He didn't
This
bring
is why I
flowers.
think it's
about
advantageous
Bitcoin.
to have a business relationship with a older woman. She
Nice.
didn't trip. She knew what to do. She just pretended like they didn't know each other.
That's not
and-
what I want.
Okay.
I open the door and it's Kevin's mom. Oh, I've got a particular scenario just
Yeah.
for this. Remember that time you took us to Raging Rapids and you had a little bikini? Okay,
Yeah.
we're gonna replay that story. I'm gonna need a minivan and some Janko jeans.
See,
We're gonna make this happen.
personally,
Jimmy Buffett song.
I prefer if the woman pretends she doesn't know me after sex.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, right.
Like if I see you in the mall now and I'm with another girl, like you don't know me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey,
Well-
Michael, is that you? Nah, this ain't me.
That's
Michael,
it.
most common name from 1954 to 88. Happened
Yeah,
all
you
the
just
time.
guessed at that point.
Well, the dude went ahead and he did it. James did it.
Yeah,
And James
you can't
says
get
he didn't
refunds when
regret
they
it.
come to the door.
No, it's true. It's true. Even when you cash app them. But here's the funny part. Two funny parts. After that meeting, they met up like 3 or 4 more times on that same
Yeah.
app. You got
Why
to
does he
keep
use
going
the
back.
app? Why did he use the app? He knows her.
I
Yeah,
don't
this
know.
guy's messing up. Why did he just swing by the house? Oh, hey,
It-
to
it-
realize, Miss Garrett.
And here's the weird part, though.
Did you
His
say
buddy,
Miss Garrett?
Miss you take the good, you take the
Take the
bad, you
bad.
take the most, yeah, you have the fact of life.
Girls,
This
girls,
ass is
girls.
nice.
Good.
Yeah,
love
you know,
it.
he's messing up using the app though, because you know the app's taking like 20%.
They
So
are.
I mean, you know, he can shave it right off, be like cash straight to you. You don't have to
It's true.
report it.
Yeah.
And it's like charity. I support single mothers, right? Like
yeah,
you're doing your
man.
part.
Plus, then you just call your homeboy up. You be like, "Hey, man, we gonna need to talk, son." You know?
No, here's the other funny part, Miguel. I'm glad you said that, because the funny part is his friend, whose son that was, he uses the same escort website.
Oh.
Oh, you know he's fired one off looking at that body
Ooh.
too.
He didn't even
He
know,
was
right?
just going through the her.
Oh,
Something
now
about that bedroom and that picture of my nana in the back.
What does mama look
You
like?
know?
I
they
didn't know
don't.
I didn't know what this mama looked like.
That's
bro.
going to be a conversation when his friend finds out. Like, you're never going to be my real dad.
Yeah.
He go, I don't want to be.
now he's got to
Just like your real dad, I'm leaving when I'm done.
Yeah.
Oh,
He's got to bone this guy's mom and take his friend fishing. You know.
Oh.
Pretend he's into the same things he's into. So Carolyn says that you like baseball. You know I like baseball, Ray. We used to go to baseball games together. Don't call me Ray. Call me Mr.
Right.
Peters. You know? or Uncle Pete Pete, you know?
You will respect me in your house.
Yeah.
Oh gosh! Now me and your mom are gonna go upstairs and spend some quality time together, reading the
Yeah.
Bible and such.
I
You
paid
stay
for the
down here.
anal upgrade, so I'm getting it.
Shit.
You know?
Oh my goodness, y'all wilding tonight, bro.
Oh, we feeling
Y'all
good
been
tonight.
on one, bro.
What's
Oh my god!
what's like the oldest range of woman? Because I know, and I'm guessing for me and Mike, bartending, I'm thinking me and Mike have gone higher in range than some of you guys. because
Well,
because
as
what happened with us is Will, I bet you, and Mike, I'm gonna throw this out that you don't even have to agree. Have you ever met like there's an older woman or something like that? I've ID'd them at places because I've been at bars like Pleasure Island style stuff where they're like, hey, it doesn't matter if this guy comes in with a Monopoly monocle and he's 100 years old. You just the thing with Pleasure Island, those places is you have to ask them for an ID because they have to
yeah,
have an ID to drink. They have to have
yes.
the age. So I've run a couple cougars in the days that you're like, and you're looking and you're like 55.
Mhm.
Okay, like you know?
I can neither confirm nor deny, but I
Perfect,
will
Mike.
say I have been to a couple of ex-girlfriends' funerals who passed from natural causes. So there we go.
Yo,
Have you like
Miguel,
yeah.
Miguel, my father always said, age is just a number. It does not have an expiration date, unlike milk and
Mm-mm.
bread.
Mm.
It's
But
yeah.
it's got to it don't it I mean, uh there's been some old bras, man. Like
Really? He said,
like
"Oh,
not
bro,
old, but just when because it was here's the thing, I was in my
dang,
20s. I was in my 20s. I was like 50 pounds lighter and cute, you know, like I was cute. And so when
yeah,
you're cute, the younger, finer girls might have something to do with you, but when you're cute, like the elder women will hit on you more, and the older gay guys. And there was this rich gay guy that hit on me one time, and I was like, bro, the life I could live, like you know, I was like,
oh
if I
god,
Miguel's
could
like,
just
I
do
like
this,
Norm. He goes, I like
yeah, I was
Gnome
like, if I
doors
could
and
just do
brunch.
this and be flying around, dressed
Right.
like Liberace, seeing the world, you know.
It- I'm
But
with you, bro.
I had a woman that I met. I met her at a bar, and I
Yeah.
met her at a bar. I was working. And she was like, "Hey, we're staying here on vacation. Would you like to come back to my vacation place?" And it was the other what's the one you stay at, James?
The Turkey Lake one. It was the
Okay,
one on 192 by Disney, right?
by Disney. Yeah, the
Yep.
Disney one. Yeah.
The towers. Yeah.
Okay, the towers. Yeah. So the
Yeah.
that vacation place. So I went there and I showed I had like my towel, like I'm like, hey, I'm gonna hang out, whatever. And then you get in, they gave me, and this is back like 2005 or something like that. So she's like, just come in and tell them what place you're visiting, and they'll let you in. You know, like yeah. So I come into the gate, I let them know. They're like looking at the little paper. They're like, okay, yeah, you're on here, go. So I'm like, cool. So I go to the little villa that she's got. I'm like, all right,
Yeah.
man. I knock on the door. Some young dude opens the door. There's kids in there. They're on like a family vacation. And his mom hit on me and told me to come visit them. And she's like this older chick that everybody knows what I'm there for.
Mhm.
Just to get some silver fox panty. And
Really?
and
And
I'm like,
everybody's
and every
cool with it.
nobody's cool with it, James. Nobody's cool with it. I've got my towel on my shoulder, my vote Dirt McGirt for president shirt on, and these dudes are like 28, 29. I'm like 22, you
Oh,
know?
they know what you're gonna do to their
And they're
mom.
like, "Can I
yeah,
help you?"
buddy.
And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm here to see Jessica." And she's like 55 and still hot. And he's like, "Jessica's gonna be spending time with her family today, Brady." And I'm like, "Yep, I can understand this." Like I'm looking at the whole situation, like, "Yep, yep."
Woo!
So like a
That is
gentleman,
hilarious.
I just went to the pools by myself because I was already there. I was
Yeah.
like, I'm gonna go.
Yeah.
But guys,
Okay.
like that the whole family look was like, not again, you whore lady.
Or yeah.
And she's like, ever since your father died, I just need love. And I was just like,
And they see you as a fountain of youth, and they want to
bro,
dip
can
their
you
toe
imagine
in it.
some fat
Yeah.
Puerto Rican kid with like pencil thin mustache? I look like such a stereotype. Not like this
Hmm.
family. This is like a white family that's on vacation.
Yeah.
They're just not expecting this, and they know exactly. And then the way he's like, Jessica will be with her family today. He wasn't mad at me. He was furious. It was like
Yeah.
Mhm.
this again.
Really,
You know?
mom? Really,
Yo,
mom?
man, she
You were
got a super
probably the
young
fifth
name
bar.
though.
You were
Yeah.
like the fifth bartender that showed up at that hotel
Oh,
room that
bro.
day.
I
And they're
was
like,
ready to
how
see
many
guys.
last night, Ma?
Yeah.
How many?
That's like passing guys like, Steven, what up, bro? What are you doing here?
What are you doing
Just got
here?
done banging some old lady. Get out of here. I'm headed here too. What are the odds?
Small world,
Yeah.
Disney.
Hey, let me get you a wristband, bro. I'm going to want to get in the pool later.
When you get down to the jacuzzi, it's just you and 4 guys who got shot down by some woman's sons.
Yeah.
I like how they call her by her first name. Jessica isn't. She's gonna be with us tonight. Like, man, get your little ass out the way.
I know, right?
I was
Get your little
literally
punk
like,
ass out the way, yo.
I'm gonna be your daddy in 10 minutes. You're all grounded.
bro, when he
Yeah.
said it to me, there was no point. There was nothing but in my heart. I literally just put myself in his situation. Like, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your mom's booty call that she met last night showed up with a towel ready to party.
Yeah.
And you're there with your probably like older brother and his kids and everybody, and you guys are just like you said, Mike, this might be like a common occurrence too. You know, every time we go somewhere, just like the time we went to Dave and Buster's and she banged Dave and Buster.
You guys weren't complaining when you got to pick any prize you wanted with no ticket. Free skee ball all night and mozzarella sticks. It's a pretty good life I give you.
Let me ask you this, James. You got kids. Have your kids ever brought somebody home like, hey, this is so and so, and you're like, I'm not like, I know you're not gonna. I know you. You're not the kind of person to be rude or hateful to anybody. But have you ever been like, nope, like in your head, like already, like nope.
My son Devin brought home a girl that was clearly a little
White.
too fast for him. No, I want a white one. Yeah, it's better.
Well,
Oh no.
Well, I think we found our soundbite for the week.
No, he brought a girl home that I knew wasn't right for him, but I know how this works. If you tell one of your kids, I don't want you seeing that girl, she's not right for you, you know what it does?
Put a ring on her.
Oh my God. Yeah, he would ask that girl to marry him. So I had to let it play out, and I knew exactly what was going to happen, and it happened. But thank God he found a better girl, the girl I hope he marries, because she's a good girl and loved him. But the other girl, you knew. You can tell as guys, there's a certain type of girl, like you know all about her as soon as you see her, you know what she's about. And that girl was all about that, and that was it. And I was like, son, I hope you have a little fun, but this is not going to be the one that you stay with the rest of your life.
What's that? All about that.
Tell us, James Yon.
Why
don't you slut shame some more, brother?
I will. Give me a chance.
No, I actually. I know there's guys
girl,
that are all about that, but I didn't know that there's a younger generation of girls that are just all about.
Yes. It's very liberated out here, Mike. I'm learning with my kids. She wasn't looking for anything long term. She wasn't looking for a serious relationship. She was just looking to have a little fun with not only my son but other guys at the same time.
Okay, good for them, man. Let's get in the game, bro. His daddy's been doing it for the people. Hey, listen, man. Daddy like to put on a show, maybe it's in the DNA. You know?
It's like a wrestling match. Tag us in, right?
Yeah, man. Ain't no fun if the homies can't have none.
You
know?
This is when we get canceled, right?
Oh, man.
This is when they're like, wait a minute.
I can never tell when Miguel's being original or just saying lines from Colors and Training Day.
Same thing. It's the same thing. Hip hop back in the day was a way of life, right, Miguel? We lived it.
Mike,
Pimpin' ain't easy.
Cop, okay?
It is not. It is not, Mike. It ain't anything goes when it comes to, because pimping ain't easy.
I tell you, the hard part about pimping is just the logistics and the paperwork. Like, you know,
we don't talk about that in the movie.
Yeah. The human interaction is easy. It's just it's come tax time when you realize what's deductible. You know, like, how much baby powder can I write off? You know.
Oh my God! What's considered workman's comp? Is it the herb?
Yeah. What if you slip on a John and bend your thing?
If the injury was caused by the employer.
Hey guys, we
still covered.
We gotta go to our first commercial break. When we get back, I want to do some birthdays for today and an interesting holiday that's happening today. You guys are listening to Real Laughs on Real Radio 104.1. Welcome back to Real Laughs on Real Radio 104.1. I am your host, Miguel Colon Jr., joined in virtual studio by the Godfather of Orlando comedy, Ken Miller, the head writer of The Lowdown, Mike Herlihy, and the leader of the Yon clan, Michelle, and she's also let her husband James be here today.
True. I was going to say that.
Very kind of her. Very kind.
Thank you. Thank you.
I was going through the birthdays today, and Ken, there's a special birthday for you. Do you know whose birthday it is today?
Ooh, who that?
Tuesday, October 13th.
Who that?
Tisha Campbell.
Ooh, Tisha Campbell,
Tisha
yo.
Campbell turning 51 years old.
Yo, teasing me like Tisha did Martin. Now look at what you starting.
I was in the house party movies. I'm not gonna lie, like I was sprung off Tisha Campbell when I was a kid.
She's beautiful, man. But I'm gonna be real with you. I thought Pam was finer.
Did you think Pam was finer?
Really?
Homeboys used to tell me that all the time.
I thought Pam was finer, yo. Because y'all was in the light skinned girls.
Hey, listen, man.
Yeah,
indoctrination.
true.
I keep blaming you.
True.
What movie? Hey, real quick, Ken. This is for Ken. What movie was Pam and Gina in together?
That's
Mike knows, I think, but he might not know that Pam was in it.
Little Shop of Horror.
Little Shop of Horror. They both were. They both were the singers. Yep. Yeah, man.
I got a movie for you. What movie was it that Pam and Martin were married in?
Ooh, a movie that Pam and Martin were married in. Was it the Thin Red Line?
Nope.
Wild Hogs. Wild Hogs. That's right.
Wild Hogs. No,
I think Pam.
That was Regina King, wasn't it?
No, that was Pam.
Was it?
Pam? Yeah, I just saw it the other day. It made me laugh because she had the same type of attitude. And I think Martin and Pam together, yo.
I think Pam, and I don't know her real name, man, but I think the girl played
Tachina Arnold.
Tachina Arnold. Her straight up as Chris Rock's mom, and everybody hates Chris.
That's an underrated show.
Yeah,
that is an underrated show. My kids watched all the episodes of that. That is a great show. Bro. That is such a good show.
One of the best is when her and Terry Crews, they get robbed at this pizza, or they're going on a date at this buffet, and they get robbed, and all of a sudden the dude robbing them, there's like a crew robbing them, and the dude robbing them looks down, and I forget what her name was, but let's say her name was like Pam, and he's like, Pam, and she looks at him, she's like, he goes, it's me, Lil Ray, Stevie's brother. He used to dance, and he starts breaking. She goes, hey, baby. Like they're all on the ground getting robbed. And he's like, what are you doing? And she's like, oh, we stepped out tonight, got away from the kids. He's like, you got kids? She's like, yeah, we got 3 kids. He's like, children are a blessing. And he's
That show was so well written, man. It's so underrated.
Amazing show.
Great show, man.
It brought back so many like characters from shows like Martin and other things that we all used to watch that they brought in. It was dope. We got another birthday. Sacha Baron Cohen, 49 years old. Borat 2 is coming out. I don't know if you guys saw the trailers for that.
Saw that.
Never seen the first one.
Here's the deal. I don't know if you're gonna like Borat or if you're not, Ken. But if you just take into consideration that he punked all these people when you're watching it, you will at least truly appreciate that. The level that he punks them.
That's what I don't get. Kind of like Impractical Jokers and everything. Like, if you're still getting pranked by Sacha Baron Cohen, where have you been for like 20 years? Like where this guy can walk in a room, start asking you weird questions, and you're not like a little bit like, something's up with this dude. Something's up.
I feel like these teams have to vet people hard too.
Yeah.
Like they have to. How do they put the feelers out? Because I watched his show. I had this show, Something America. I don't know if it's This Was America or This.
Okay, what he got one of those senators to do was beautiful.
Dressed up. Yeah.
The one that was yelling out "sand" N-word. Remember that?
Yeah. Well, he got Dick Cheney to autograph a board game that he made. He was pretending that he was his Israeli former Mossad agent who now was a head interviewer, and he got Dick Cheney to autograph this waterboard game that he was building. And one of the best lines was he was like waterboarding. He's like, people say that torture doesn't work, and Dick Cheney's like, it's not actually torture. And he's like, that is what I'm saying. He's like, I caught my wife supposedly cheating on me, and I waterboarded her because I didn't want to torture her. He was like, and she wasn't cheating, so we learned,
I'm not gonna lie, dude. When waterboarding first came out in the like newspapers, like taking place in Guantanamo Bay and stuff like that, and you saw all the waterboarding, I had no idea what it is. So in my head, I read the headlines. I'm like, they're taking these guys out on jet skis. What's going on? Like, I really thought, like, I've been kneeboarding before, but I'm like, this sounds like a way to go. Like, rather than just leave them in the cell, take them out, have a beach day, make some hot dogs, hamburgers, and be like, like, so what you know about terrorism? You know, like,
which is crazy, Mike.
the
That
soft
might
sell.
be a good thing. Maybe you might have a good time. They're like, yo, you Americans are very nice people.
Ken, I've already said all
You're
we
not the devils I heard you were after all.
All we got to do is install AC, Wi-Fi, and Netflix all over Afghanistan. Give it to them for a year, then take it away and be like, we need to know where the Taliban is. And everybody will be like, I need to finish The Boys. I tell you.
I'm only halfway through Hamilton on Disney Plus. I need to know.
I, for the first time in my life, experienced 76 degrees, and I'm never going back. I'm never going back.
I need to know if Rachel and Ross work out.
I love this Anthony Bourdain. Can we get him here?
Ross.
For the last season, everything he ate, I call breakfast.
Yeah.
This so can you imagine that be the thing? That be the thing that ends terrorism is friends.
Yeah.
It's friends, yo.
There's like some
TV
dude
show
in a
Friends,
cave,
bro.
In a cave smoking a hookah with an AK-47 behind him, and he's like, I dream of two things. Death to the infidels.
Yeah.
And finally for Monica and Chandler to just stop it. They're supposed to be together.
What's the one thing all those seasons of Friends have taught us? If you put 6 people the same color together, everything's always going to work out fine.
There's only one place in New York I will not bomb, and that's Central Perk. I like that coffee shop.
I don't even drink coffee, but I like it.
This Will and Grace. Half of me hates Will. Half of me loves him. You know?
Oh, we're on fire today.
Guess who else's birthday? We got another birthday. It's Ashanti's birthday, and I don't know if you guys know.
That means that it's Ja Rule's birthday.
Yeah, but I mean, if we could just, I don't know if we just call up enough Red Lobsters, we'll find the one she works at, and we can just wish her a happy birthday.
Somebody.
Hello, this is Red Lobster. This is Ashanti speaking. You want some cheddar biscuits?
How old is she again?
39. So
somebody posted a picture of her, and she looks fabulous.
Yeah,
like she's still. I mean, she was always pretty. She was pretty as a mug. So, but
last big birthday that we got, 56 years old, Doc Rivers, former coach of the Magic, coach of the 76ers.
Just got fired from the Clippers.
Got a deal. Doc.
No, he got fired, and that's the thing about the NBA, bro. You get fired in the NBA if you're a decent coach. Like Doc got a championship. Doc took the Clippers to the playoffs, y'all. Yeah. The Clippers to the playoffs. Okay, come on.
He took the Magic to the playoffs back then.
So, dude, Doc got hired the next day.
Yeah.
Philly hired him the next day, bro.
Getting fired from the NBA is like getting kicked out of Congress. You're gonna get a job. You know, it doesn't matter. Yeah. It's like, hey, we found the little boy, and he testified that you tried to get him to dance for you at a party. I am so sorry. And then the next day, you're sitting there at with the CFO of Oreo cookies, and they're like, hey, listen, people make mistakes.
Yeah,
I just need your connections to the Ways and Means Committee. So
That's right. You want to be CEO?
Yeah.
Or they're a talking head on Fox News talking about all the stuff. Look, there's shady stuff going on. I spent 12 years in there. I'll tell you what I did. I'm not proud of it because now I have to tell you I'm not proud of it because I'm trying to get this paycheck.
100%.
But I did it all, and that's why I know it goes on.
Yeah, exactly.
I did it.
That's right.
Hey, besides being an individual birthday, October 13th is the 245th birthday of the United States Navy. Formed October 13th, 1775 by the Continental Congress. The United States Navy is 245 years old. And today is Ada Lovelace Day. Now, I didn't know anything about this, so I'm going to read this.
Okay.
Augusta Ada King, Countess of Lovelace, Byron, the only legitimate child of Lord Byron, was born in 1815. She died November 27th, 1852. She was the first.
I was going to say she sailed the sea blue.
Yeah. In 1815 to 1852, some old white lady did some cool stuff too. She was considered the first computer programmer because she designed an algorithm that could be used. Remember, 1852 she died, but she designed an algorithm that was designed to be used by a machine to make calculations. and she worked beside Charles Babbage, who's the father of computing. But I did not know this. So it is Ada Lovelace Day today, and today commemorates women in science. And it's a day to try to recognize and remember like all the women that have made accomplishments in science, and try to celebrate all the young women in the future, or the young women now who are going to be future scientists.
If only she had lived long enough to see her algorithm being used on TikTok the way it was.
Yeah.
You know? But you know, it's funny that you mentioned it's the Navy's 245th. Did you say
245th birthday? Yeah,
that's ridiculous. Because like for years, I've wondered why October 13th is the most downloaded day for YMCA by the Village People, and now I know it's a party day in the USA.
Oh, man. Hey, every Marine Corps birthday, they would be like, but we can't forget the corpsmen who have been, because the Navy provides like the medics for the Marine Corps. They call them corpsmen. And so at the Marine Corps birthday, they would play "In the Navy."
You can feel those 7 C's.
In the Navy.
Here it is. Here it is.
That's funny.
If we were the Village People, who would you be?
If I was the Village People, who would I be? Construction worker, because he's just
motorcycle cop right here.
Ooh, motorcycle cop pushing it.
I don't even know who they. I don't know all the characters.
You can be the Indian, Ken.
I want to be the construction. I want to be
construction worker.
No, the cowboy.
The cowboy.
Yeah,
Okay.
I can see cowboy.
I like the construction.
I've seen you ride a wooden bull.
Yeah.
Yes, you have. Yes, you have.
Because he actually had a tool belt too. So like the cop didn't have a gun. The Indian didn't have a bottle of whiskey. You know, the cowboy didn't have some racist comment floating around his head. But,
I would have one.
Yeah. The construction worker could literally stop and fix something.
Well, it sounds like we got makings of a Real Laughs Halloween party. Go.
Oh, you know, hey, if Halloween, I tell you what, if they ever did one of the like the karaoke contests or something like that, I've always wanted to do Top Gun. I've always wanted to do the Danger Zone, and I was gonna flame it up, man. I wanted like 4 hot gay dudes in little so we could do the volleyball scene. From Top Gun,
nice.
where everybody's flexing.
Nice. Yeah.
Dude, whenever I'm doing like emails and sending stuff out, I put on a movie in the background just to have something going on. And Top Gun is one of those movies I put on like a week ago, and I hadn't watched it in like 10, 11 years. Yeah. And all of a sudden, I was like an hour and a half and had done a single email. Because you put it on in the background, you're like, just something, and you're like, oh my God, Goose!
All the cheesy 80s lines. I got the need for speed.
But buzz the tower one time as a naval aviator.
You're done.
And then guess what? Yeah, you just got to sign. You're working on a ship.
Yeah.
You're in a ship now in building stuff.
I'll be your wingman any day.
Second one coming?
It's never coming out, right? Or did it come out?
No. It was. They already filmed it. It's supposed to come out this year. But
the problem was they couldn't get the company to make the booster seat for the cockpit for Tom Cruise. The first one. He's my feet can't reach the pedals.
Why does he talk like one of the lollipop kids?
Because his voice is done in post.
Yeah. He's like, hey guys, I have the need for speed, and then they get somebody else. Like,
you watch it, Iceman. I am dangerous.
Val Kilmer had to do him and Tom Cruise voice in that movie.
You know, Val Kilmer should have got the Oscar for keeping a straight face while he talked to a guy standing on an apple box.
Dude, he's a little dude, bro. He's like, but a lot of them Hollywood dudes are like mad short, bro.
Yeah, you know, they had to film with Val Kilmer and Tom Cruise. They had him on 2 different parts of the ship. Like one all the way back.
First perspective.
Difference is Liam Neeson is something like 6'4" or 6'5", 6'6". He's up there because when they cast him for Star Wars, the set design people were upset. They had to go back and rebuild all the sets like an extra
he could
foot.
Look regular.
Yeah, so he could fit because he was like going to be bumping his head all the way through, like Gandalf in The Hobbit or something.
Hey guys, we got to go to commercial. During commercial break, we'll all explain to Ken what The Hobbit is, and when we get back, you listen to Real Laughs on Real Radio 104.1.
You already know I ain't seen that.
It's a sci-fi movie. Ken.
It's like Boys in the Hood, but for short people.
Imagine everybody in Boys in the Hood was easy. Welcome back to Real Laughs on Real Radio 104.1. 2021. Now Ken understands what hobbits and magic is, and he's more confused about white people than ever. All right.
You shall not pass.
Let me tell you this real quick while we're on a little hobbit stuff. What does Gandalf do for them? Like, he's supposed to be a wizard, and I did not see any magic happen. Like,
he did it like once.
yeah, and then he get worn out.
Yeah.
And then he was tired. Did you say
yeah,
he was worn
like, ooh, ooh. Like when your dad goes outside to play a little something with you, he's like, all right, man, we can play outside for a little bit. Ken James' fathers, I'll explain on the next break. Okay, guys, they're kind of like moms, but less around in some communities. Okay?
Got it. I'm with it.
Guys, I wanted to bring something up to you. So next year, 2021. First of all, everybody's got this big idea that once the clock rolls to 2021, things are going to change. People are all like, "Oh, I can't wait till 2021." You know, like what's going to be different? I think a lot of the things that have changed in the world right now are going to need a lot of time to adjust, and some things I think will never come back the way they were. And there are other things that are going to appear that we didn't even see coming. So I wanted to ask you guys and get your opinions on some things. Will they be going away early in 2021? Let's say like the first 3 months. Will they ever come back in 2021? The first question is masks. How long do you guys think we're on masks?
Till next year. Brother, after next year, maybe I want to say maybe the fall or winter.
Yeah.
Here's why I say that. For a long time, we had a lot of people who were fighting against masks because our president had said he didn't really believe in them. So they were like, nah, you guys are sheep if you're wearing them. Nah, shouldn't wear your mask. Then it came out that he understood how important, COVID was, but he didn't want to, make everybody have a panic. So he downplayed it. And now he's kind of saying you should wear a mask. And the fact that he got COVID, I think, is making a lot of people just say, you know what? Even if I don't believe the mask works, why not just take that precaution? And I'm willing to wear one now. So I'm thinking mask is going to be around for a minute.
James,
I don't think it's going away.
God gave him COVID so he could lead us better. Do you not read his Twitter?
Yeah,
that was going to happen, mask or not. That was preordained.
True. That's right. You know what? I don't want to sound like what do they call that? Blasphemous? I apologize.
So the consensus here: masks are not like condoms in the 90s. Masks are going to stay.
Yeah, they are.
Okay?
Yeah.
Because condoms in the 90s, man, you thought you were going to keep using them. And then 2000 came around. You're like, maybe the towers dropped. We got to live for today. You know? Like, we got to live for today. Okay?
I'll be honest, man.
Go ahead.
I think masks, I'm going to be wearing one years and years from now just because they've become like a fashion accessory. They got companies out there doing them up. Like I used to work at Universal and Disney, and people from other countries would come in wearing the masks, and I would kind of laugh and go, isn't that overcautious? But now that, it's not just COVID, it's so many other things. Like during flu season, why am I not wearing that mask?
Mike, I'm gonna tell you this. The black mask like that you have, Mike. I've seen your black one. I think about 2 weeks ago, it was nice enough weather to wear a jacket. It wasn't cold, but it was nice enough weather to wear a jacket. And I had my black jacket on. I looked fresh. I had my black mask on. And I was like, mask make me look hard. Like, I was like, yo, I look like a bad dude with this mask on, like I'm Scorpion or Sub-Zero.
Right.
So
I gotta tell you, for guys that are ugly from the eyes down, you're in a bar, you catch eyes with a girl, you start a conversation, she gets to know you on your personality, and then you're on the parking lot, you take it off. It's too late. She's in,
That's right. You trapped.
Bro, this is 100% true. We was at the Improv, and there was this girl talking to us. From the eyes up, she looked just like the lady who played Bernie Mac's wife in the Bernie Mac show. Like she had her same look. Man, Dwayne was like, "Take your mask off, man." I was like, "Man."
She looked like Bernie Mac when she took it off.
Bernie Mac when she took it off.
Kid said, "Put it back on. Put it back on."
You see all these 40-year-old women on Facebook now. I saw one today. She's like, just got ID'd for the first time in 10 years. I'm like, yeah, you're covering half your face. They didn't get to see all the wrinkles that go around here.
Yeah.
You were wearing sunglasses. They asked for your ID. They thought they were getting held up.
Yeah. That's why, like, girls will tell you a beard will make a man look better, and then they take the beard off, and they're like, that's the rule with a hat and sunglasses on a
Yo.
girl too. Because a girl
Dude.
got a hat and sunglasses on, it'll throw you off. And then she takes it off, and you like you put the hat up, put the hat back on.
Mhm.
You know?
We got friends.
What made me laugh though, my bad, Jay, not to cut you off. Made me
No,
laugh.
no worries.
You know how with black folk, like he just took off. Dwayne took off running, laughing. So I'm sitting there like,
You guys laugh at
No.
ugly women like they just showed you a magic trick. You
Yeah,
react
like-
the same, like, oh no, he did it! Oh no, he did it!
girl,
Oh my God! Oh.
girl. What he say on Friday? Girl talking about that girl look like Janet Jackson. Came over here looking like Freddie Jackson.
Oh.
Oh,
All right,
Dude,
guys,
that's funny. That
I
is
got-
funny, man.
I got another one for you. Let me ask you this. Now, I think this one's gone, but maybe it's still somewhere. Have you guys seen any more of those grocery store arrows? Because I think they're gone now.
They're gone. Yeah,
They are
they're
gone.
gone.
They're gone.
Okay.
They're
How
gone
you
They
now.
feel
still have
about it?
the
I'm not
they still
gonna-
have the 6 feet things.
Yeah,
They do.
6
And in
feet
line,
thing.
but the arrows like you can only go up this way or you can only go that
Yeah.
way. Yeah.
I tried to
Yo.
I tried to follow because I was
My-
just like, hey man, I don't want to be the one messing it. But there was tons of times where I'm like, nah, like I need that right there,
Yeah.
and I can't
Yeah.
go
Yeah.
up this.
I'm not
Yeah.
going around and come back up in the
I
spaghetti
could
sauce
tell-
right there.
I could tell you if you drive in Florida, especially Orlando, you know we don't do arrows. If we don't do it in the car, we're not going to do it on foot either. You know.
That's right. Miguel, I think there's 2 things that might not come back. Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't want to
No,
jump.
yo, go.
When we went back to the movies, we were having a great time, me and my wife, because we were literally, I'm not even making this up, not exaggerating. We were literally the only people,
Yes,
not
sir.
only in the movie
I've been
theater,
to 2 movies, only
but
one in there.
in the entire building. We were the only people
Yeah.
there. So Regal, because I got the Regal Unlimited, just said they're closing down indefinitely.
Oh no.
Regal might not come back. They closed down again, Miguel, because
I-
nobody.
I
Like,
think also you think about it too. Generationally, we're the only ones holding into the movie theater experience,
Yes.
and there's
Yes.
a lot. And you know, the older you get, the more you are. The more older people are trying to social distance again now and stuff because the things are resurging, the numbers are coming back. So yeah, I think movie theaters might take it, especially because like I think services like Disney Plus and stuff.
No.
These $6.99
Netflix.
streaming services and stuff. Yeah.
Netflix has been killing it. With
Yeah.
their
Yeah.
What they're doing is they're getting all the big stars, making their own movies, and they're decent to watch at home for
Yeah.
you're already paying for it. So you're like, why I gotta go to the movie theater at this point?
And
But
this is
there's-
the era where the average man has a good TV and good sound system too.
That's right.
You
'Cause,
know, like
dude, it's not like in 10 years ago when not everybody could afford a flat screen.
Yeah. You had one
they're
dude in
so
your
cheap
neighborhood
now.
who had
Yeah.
the big Sony TV, the big
Yeah.
plasma with the you had
Dude.
one cat. So hey man,
I
let's
just
go to
bought
so and so
a-
house to watch the game.
yeah,
Bro, I just bought a 50-inch for $250.
yeah.
Like they're cheap, man.
I
They're
had
not
one of
out the
those
world.
big rent-a-center TVs that Ken was talking about, like the projection TVs.
Yeah.
And when I moved out of my last place, it had sat on my patio for 10 years. I never used it. I still had it. Didn't know what to do with
Yeah.
it. But when I moved into my new place, someone told me, they're like, dude, throw it all out, but keep the screen, like that front lens from it, because you can basically melt anything with that lens. It's like a magnifying glass, like 20,000 times over. So I've been just waiting. It's in the garage now, but I've just been waiting to build a frame and just go around up and down my neighborhood, during
Oh,
summer,
yeah,
just
that's
melting
awesome.
people's
Lex,
doors.
Lex Luthor over here.
All right, this one.
Mike's like, we're gonna call it a laser.
This one is near and dear to me and James's heart.
I know what you're gonna say, and I agree.
Buffets.
Yep,
Mm.
yep,
Are they
yep,
gonna
yep.
come back? Because here's the
They're
thing.
not coming back
I saw that. I think buffets will come back. I think buffets will come back. They're going to be gone for a while, but I think buffets will come back
because it's American, right?
yeah, and also
Like,
it's like I mean, there's a Chinese. I'm gonna lay some outlaw stuff out there. There's a Chinese buffet
Mhm.
near the airport.
They're
that's
open.
Still slanging that buffet like a
Yeah.
stash house. You gotta come there with a code word. You're like, hey man, Jimmy Lee
Oh,
sent me. And they're like, pat you down.
The- the code word is Barack Man.
Yeah, but what this buffet does is they give you they got somebody serving the stuff.
That's what I was gonna say.
Yes.
You can bring it back because I want to say
Me
Golden
too.
Corral in
Golden
Greensboro
Corral.
was open.
Brother, Golden Corral across the country, they're closing down. I want to say 85% of their locations.
Yes. Yes.
And
I give y'all?
I don't think buffets are going anyway. Buffets have some of the largest lobbyists out there.
Yeah, me.
Yeah, me and James. Yeah. Us. We're like 600 pounds. Yeah.
Because that's a lot of work.
Mhm.
But I'll hire a skinny kid to march for me for it.
That's right.
Put it on
I will tell you
Fiverr.
this. If you guys have never been to Golden Corral's breakfast, do yourself a favor. It is amazing. Truly amazing. They
Do
make
they
French
still have the
toast to
chocolate
order.
fountain at
Yes.
breakfast?
It's just going grits.
Yeah.
This is grits
Yeah.
coming out of.
Yeah. This is grit.
Oh, depending on what neighborhood you is, it might be oatmeal.
Yeah.
Sausage gravy.
Farina.
Sausage
gravy.
gravy. If it's
Pig's
Carolina,
feet.
sausage
Just
gravy.
pig's feet.
The pig's
Okay.
feet.
This is bigger than buffets, guys. When will Walmart go back to being 24 hours? Because for me, I'm actually a late night Walmart person because I
It's
get off
not?
work at like
No. Right now it's not.
like 10 o'clock now.
No.
The
and
one
it
at
was
the top
8
is
o'clock
like
for the
10 o'clock.
longest.
I
I
thought
live
the
next
one
door to
by
a
me.
Walmart, Mike.
I thought the
It's
one
not
by me
24
is
hours.
still 24 hours.
Nope.
I know they had shut down for a while, but I thought they went back to 24
And here's
hours.
the
Nope.
question. I know this that I was reading this, which didn't ever dawn on me. Walmart doesn't actually make a lot of money in that late night time. They just stay 24 hours open because the convenience that people like of that makes their brand seem better. But when they were able to shut down and not be open 24
They
hours, the company
saved so much
made more
money.
money too, though,
Yes,
because people would
yes.
shop between the regular hours and they would not have to staff a late night staff.
And you're right,
Yeah.
man. When you're coming home from working late shift as a server,
Yeah.
bartender, you could go into Walmart and it won't be packed, and you can just pick up what you need
Yeah.
at that hour.
They'll
But
take
they
you an
don't-
hour to check out because they only
Hour to
leave
check
one
out.
register open.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah.
No,
So
now Walmart is, if you got to check your own stuff out now.
Self checkout. Yeah, they
Walmart.
push that
So
hard.
yeah, the one in the pop could 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah,
10
mine's
o'clock,
10
yeah.
o'clock.
I got a joke about how I hate the self checkout, and I tell them every time I buy something, I scan one item, I steal an item. I scan one item, I steal an item. And when they try to tell me anything about it, I'm like, "Well, bitch, y'all made me work, and today's my first day. You can't expect me not to mess up."
Employee discount.
Bill
What?
Burr, Bill Burr does one where he's like, I get to self checkout, I count to 3, nobody comes up to me, I walk out, it's mine. That's how it works.
Yeah.
I didn't know I was on the schedule today.
Yeah.
It's funny.
Yeah. So I don't think Walmart. Now, here's the last one that I think is coming back.
Okay.
And that is not something that it's something that went away longer than COVID. But I think the idea of drive-in movies are coming back because there's people who have never been, like, I've actually never been to a
Yeah.
drive-in movie. So I want to go to one. And I think the novelty will last. I don't think it's going to stay forever, but I think the novelty of drive-in movies is going to pick up steam for the next few months, especially around the holidays when people are like, "Oh, let's go see The Grinch as a family."
Yeah,
You
but
know,
that's the
let's
only
go
thing
this.
about the drive-in movie thing. They don't have that much new out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You're going to go see, like you said, you're going to see. Like I saw Harry Potter. I never saw Harry Potter before,
Yeah.
and I saw it at the drive-in.
Oh, then don't waste your money on The Hobbit. It's the same movie.
Yeah. Yeah. Just the white kids are older people now.
Just magic and trolls and stuff like
Yeah.
that.
But I like trolls.
And you don't have to wait 9 movies to admit that, like, you like it. You know, like,
Yeah.
9 movies into the Harry Potter. Oh my god!
Yeah.
So I was like, does it work out or what? Like, you know,
And if you saw Harry Potter, you don't have to read the Bible. Just a young wizard boy fighting evil. You know.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Pretty much it. He was a carpenter as well.
Hey,
He
guys,
was never a carpenter. His father was, but he didn't want to get into the family business because you're
Business.
not my real
No.
dad.
Joseph's
Yeah.
like, you get up on that roof. You're not my dad. Where's your freaking dad at, huh? Hanging out with all his buddies in heaven. It's just me, you, your mom. The devil, for some reason, hangs out on earth. You know, like that's the thing, man. Read the Bible. You want to get a hold of God, you got to slaughter a sheep. You want to get a hold of the devil. He's like, "Hey, baby, I'm right here. What you need? Little
Yo,
walking around money,
bro.
baby?
Here's a
That's
fiddle
so
of gold.
true,
Let's talk.
bro.
Let's make a deal.
That's so true. If you want God, you got to put a lamb. I got to go buy a lamb.
Yeah,
I got to buy a lamb to talk to this dude.
Or you got to go to the top of a mountain and listen to a
Yeah.
burning bush.
You want to talk to the devil? You go to Cecil's bar around 6:30. First of all, first thing he's gonna ask you, you need some walking around money, baby? You good?
Yeah.
You don't come around a lot, man. Hey, I'm gonna tell you, like I told your daddy, I'm here. I'm on these streets, man. Because you know, Joseph came to me one night. He said, "My girl pregnant. I ain't even did her yet." I said, "Oh." Boy, I'm glad you came to me. You think about the Bible too. The Bible, we got to wrap it up. But one of the things is the Bible's full of all these times like God destroyed people, God killed people, and like the devil convinced a woman to eat an apple, and he tried to talk Jesus into letting his dad not kill him. That's it. You know? It's like, you got it all wrong, baby. I ain't never done nothing. But hey, guys, we got to wrap it up. Guys, James, where are you going to be this weekend?
I'm actually going to be at the Creative Arts Center in Lake Helen. Check my Facebook if you want to get some tickets.
Perfect. Mike, where are you going to be?
Tonight, right now, I am probably bombing that stage at Hammock Wine and Cheese in Hammock Beach, Florida.
Nice.
Well, right now, I'm in between my sets over at Tin Roof trying to figure out if I want to spend all the money they paid me on the Comedy Burger.
You can still make it to the 10:30 show if you're listening.
You can still make it to 10:30 show, guys.
Yeah.
On behalf of myself, Mr. Ken Miller, the Godfather of Orlando Comedy, the head writer of the Lowdown, Mike Hurley, and the baddest member jammer Lowdown, hometown of Kissimmee, Mr. James Yawn. We bid you good evening. Thank you for listening to Real Laughs. We will not have a show this Wednesday, but we will have a show again on Thursday. Peace.